Hello, everybody. Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. How is everyone doing? Bloopity bloop bloop. Hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good night, good day to all. Hello, Ephraim. Hello. Today. Hello, Tommy. Hello again, Ephraim. Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. If I sound kind of fucked again, it's because I am. Hello, hello. Hey! So today, what I wanted to do is a little bit more free cam sleuthing, because it's a thing that I can do now, and there are some really cool places that I feel like would be great if we could have a closer look at them, including my fucking face. Look at my makeup. But anyway, yeah, it'd be cool if we could have like a closer look. So I want to facilitate that. Again, a special thank you to Scum Mage Infa for directing me to this mod and how wonderful it is. Because today we're gonna use it. And I think where I really want to go is just here. Bless you. I hiccuped. Today I'm going to make chicken tortellini Alfredo, and the way I love to make my Alfredo sauce is with I do everything from scratch, but I use a lot of shallots, and I use garlic, and I use chives. So my cheese sauce is like super flavorful. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. I'm excited, obviously, about the food I'm going to make later. But but anyway. Oh, he fell down. Do you think his threads will go through the world and hit me? Because they do have to do that. No! Anyway, now that we've killed Melania's disciples, foul wretch, let us have a look around, make sure I'm not going to be assassinated by anything else. And I really want to have a good look around here, so I'm going to have a wee little sit. And we're going to go. This is so cool. Oh, there's the Alphael iconography. What's really interesting is that there's a grate here, so maybe water at some point was, or it could be a ventilation grate. Good night, scum, darling. Rest well. I hope you don't have nightmares about my ill intentions. Oh, look at that. Faces. Wow, and they don't look happy either. They're like, Is that a demon face just there? There's like demon iconography in more than just this spot. Like it's all over the Haligtree and Elfile. I'll show you in a wee bit. Yeah, mouth agape. Like horror. Oh. So the reason it's kind of jerky like that is because I have the settings really high, so I could move swiftly through the world. So I'm sorry about that. Hello, Hala End. Something shady is going on for real. And hello, Spud. Hello, darling Spud. Is it just Hail End or is it Halle End? I'm reading it like I'm like from Germany. Halle. But yeah, look, demon. And he's like peeking over the... That's creepy. That is an unmistakable demon with like a justice cap on or something. Look. Oh my god, it's cult. Alright guys, time to pack it up. That's just nutters to me. There's so much cool stuff here in this place. But what's really weird is that there's this devil being. I mean, there he is. Very clear, obvious devil face. And there's also Green Man iconography, but devil face. Like, there's no hiding it. There's a big, like, skull. So, definitely death. And they were like... I can't tell if this is a mural or if this is, like, actual dead people. I think it's a mural. I don't think that that's people dead in the wall. But other people have suggested that it's people dead in the wall. And look, there's another, like, a baby with a screaming face. And like a misbegotten before it had its wings torn off, perched over the top of it. Like, there's some really interesting stuff going on. It's shady for real. It's shady for real. So let's go a wee bit higher, shall we? See if anything changes when we get up here. Looks like all the same stuff. So this just goes, oh, that's cool. What is this? Ugh, it's just a source of blinding light. It's not like, it doesn't actually go anywhere. Gee, ugh, ugh. Don't care what's over there. It's miserable, I hate it. But look how pretty and green this is way up here. And it's coming from the roots of probably Miquella's Haligtree. Because the other one is so terribly rotted. And that's the other thing, we are going to go down. But I did definitely want to look at this place. This is beautiful. Can you imagine before the overgrowth and before it kind of fell apart, how beautiful a room this was? And maybe like what they were using this room for? Obviously, you know, there's broken pillars and stuff. There's evidence that some of what used to be here has fallen away. So this is definitely part of like a palace structure. Okay, let me read the comments a wee bit. It's just hail, space, and very creepy. Yes. Spud says nutters. Both could be true. What if angels are scary and demons appear as heavenly to fool you? Even God says angels are to be feared. Why are we talking about angels though? Like, do you guys think that that figure there is an angel? This figure with the spear? I don't think that that's an angel. I always used to think that that was like St. Trina, or maybe Mikola or something like that, but I really don't know who or what that is now. I know Scum has like a theory. I know, and it's based on the spear and like that part of it. And I know that Tarnished Archaeologist has a theory, and he thinks it's Mikola. He, they. I don't know what Tarnished Archaeologist pronouns are, by the way. So I'm just guessing. But what is that? Is that like a fish person? Ew. It's a, what do you call it? It's a squisher. Yeah, squishers. Alright. Oh, that's cool. You can get like in the muck and see clearly that it wasn't always mucky. Let's have a look down, shall we? So all of this rot literally flows down into Melania's area, but well, it doesn't really matter because like Melania's, it just disappears right there. Unless it's flowing across the trunk going somewhere else. Look at that. And there's just a lot of nothing down here, I guess. I wonder what's in this square. Nothing. Maybe this is the room that Mikola's saying that prayer in. Dear brother, I'm in the square in the base of the Halig tree. And this is Melania's little room. You know what would be really cool is if her helmet and her arm was somewhere that we could see. But yeah, really cool stuff. I think we're probably not going to glean a lot of story from the inside of the tree. And the reason why I think that is because there's not... So trees are organic tissue, obviously. And while they can help you keep track of time and stuff, and people can carve things into them and all of that, it just doesn't tell the same sort of story that, you know, built architecture or, for example, stone does. So it's just a little bit harder, at least not to me. So it's harder for me in particular to glean information from looking at the inside of the tree trunk. But I mean, there's really cool little passages like this. That's really cool. And I've always thought that these little lilies down here, not the wildflowers, but these lilies here, they look like Trina's lilies in full bloom, no longer sleeping, so then they aren't purple anymore, they're white. Because if you look at Trina's lilies, they are kind of white, but then they have like purple, like a purple hue to them. See? But then those don't really look like lilies, those look like tulips, don't they? Do those look like tulips? When it flows, it stops being rot. Okay, but the rot is flowing. Don't argue with me, Colt. Gosh. Someone ban him. It's, ban him forever. And then go to his channel and report him for harassment. No, see, it is flowing. So what you're suggesting is that as it's flowing down here, it's like, guess what? I guess I'll just be cleansed by the snow here. I'll no longer be rot. Just for no reason. Just on principle. Because Colt said so. Oh, hi, Revu. Hi, Elden Dork. Hi, Black Man. Just like in the Grand Cloister at the Lake of Rot, we ride the stone coffin. Black Man. Just like the Grand Cloister at the Lake of Rot, we ride the stone coffin down the Rot Falls, and there isn't rot at the bottom. Oh, that is actually, the tulips. Wait, is Revu making fun of me right now? Revu! You can join Colt in the band bin. How about that? Banned forever. You are banished forthwith from the kingdom of Rohan. Which is obviously where we are. Oh, what is that? Is that a flower? Oh, I've never seen that before. That's really cool. And there's a lot of them. Oh, and it's been like right there in front of me. I've just not been looking at it, I guess. Yeah, because they're everywhere. But anyway, huh. So something about this tells me that, something about the way that this is built tells me that this was built I mean, it's just Elfile. So it was just built whenever Elfile was built. But look at the intricacy. And are those lilies? What are those? I can't tell. Fascinating stuff. This isn't the only place I want to go through. I have not formulated ideas on all of this, but the reason why I want to do this in live stream is because I think a lot of people, oh gosh, look at his brow ridge. Like, he is sinister. Can you imagine the sound that went with this image? Like, like, how horrifying. Who is that? And why is his hair so bouffant like that? And the needle person's missing from right there. And there's something in the wall. Oh. There is something in the wall. So that needle person really is like a whole different asset. It's just been perched there. Fascinating stuff. But anyway, like I was saying, it's like Elphaba. Yeah, for once Brandon's not the one in the band bin. King George vibes. I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Maybe these aren't just figures carved into reliefs. Maybe these are people molded into the structure. That's what Scum Mage Info said as well. But anyway, what I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted by the comment section is that the reason why I want to do all this on stream is because I think a lot of lore creators don't do their lore searching on stream, and I think that that's like an essential and beautiful part of lore discovery, is like when you come across it, and then the rest is studying it. And I think that you know, giving us all as a community the opportunity to study our findings together opens the door for so many more lines of theory and lines of thought, which that's what to me is more valuable, because I'm not creating lore because I have a voice and I want not creating lore, I'm sorry. I'm not creating lore theories because I have a voice and I want my voice to be heard and blah 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 blah. I'm kind of doing it because I want to add like some different perspective to the community. I also want to like build a community of, you know, of acceptance for marginalized people in this community. So there's that as well. But the point is that, you know, I kind of want to cultivate a community of more ideas, like a garden wherein tons of theories can grow. And, you know, just because you have one theory doesn't mean you can't come up with another theory that completely, totally, utterly destroys your other theory. That's part of, like, in paleontology, for example, scientists do that all the time, and it helps them, you know, as they're learning about this one animal, then they're like, oh, you know, now that we've kind of overturned this, now we have a different lens with which to look at these other animals. And it really helps you thoroughly paint a world that you have no other way of glimpsing into. Okay, let me look at my rude comment section that's constantly interrupting me. Da 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 dat da dat da 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 ya da 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 dat dat da ya da. Insightful review. Colt says Elphael is the only one I know of, but there could be. Elphael is very overt. Michael, Raphael, Azrael, Elphael. Listen to Colt acting like he knows what the fuck he's talking about. Please. Anyway, let's go to another place I really want to look at. Wonder if you can guess. It could be, Spud. It could very well be that it's meant to signify something specifically to us. Dear Rani. Can I take your bracelet, Rani? Don't think you're using it anymore. Okay, we'll look away while I do what I have to do. I want to have such a strong look at the Erdtree. I probably have chosen a bad place to try, considering what I'm looking at here. Why is my Erdtree both burning and not burning? I must be in that weird part of the story where I still have the main capital. Yep. Oh no, wait. It is the capital of Ash. No, I've got Avenue Balcony. Weird. How do I have both this and this? What's going on? How do I have this and this? Anyway. So I think I need to get to the Erdtree to have a really good look at the Erdtree. I have a theory that the sun has been, like, absorbed by the Erdtree. And I kind of think that having, like, a close glimpse at it might help to verify or otherwise my little theory. Schrodinger's Erdtree, yes. Somehow it's it is and it isn't at the same time. Okay, I'm not on the strongest character of mine, so don't make fun of me if I'm scared of things. Don't make fun of me if I die. This is an RP build, okay? It's a cosplay. It's not meant to be super strong. But anyway, rude. It is a Centrina build. And I think some of... No, it's acceptable. It's all Trina related. For a while there, I was doing like a Trina build with Rock. Because I was making like a... This character's name is Saint Katrina. Oh, it's so funny. But anyway, Sun Warmth Stones. Yes, Sun Warmth Stones. Shut up. Well, I think that it, I think these things are all related. And I think it all relates to, the theory that, Scott Chocolate and I both have, which we came to independently, but we both came to the same theory. And that is that, Radagon might be like the god of the sun, which could be the Fell God, possibly. Uh-oh. It's all over now. So I learned, the reason why I'm using one of each with these straight swords is because I learned that they both do different kinds of sleep build-up, but that sleep build-up occupies the same meter. So you can build up sleep faster with this sword than you can with this sword, but this sword does eternal sleep and this sword does regular sleep. If I build up sleep faster with this sword and have eternal sleep, the odds of me getting eternal sleep as the thing that puts me over the edge with sleep is high if that sword is in my main hand. So build up sleep as fast as you do with the silver swords, but I'm using eternal sleep with the purple swords, so very cool stuff. But anyway, I know you don't give a fuck, so let's have a sit and go look at the Erdtree. I'm gonna look down first because I've always been curious about looking down. Here, we might have to go upside down. For whatever reason, my up goes faster than every other direction. So we're falling down, down to Goblin Town. Down, down to Goblin Town, down, down to Goblin Town. Okay, let's see. Colt says, Sun wants stones, my queen. Oh, he just earned his way out of the bin. Imagine that. Would explain why the sun is smaller than the moon and the Erdtree is bursting with light. Maybe I should not mention essential lore hunting mods by name. Apologies. Wait, what did you do? What did you do? Did you enable all sides of grace in the cheat engine? Oh, I'm not using cheat engine. I probably should. So I can teleport to places. The only thing that I'm using right now is the free cam mod. I think the sun drained of color is my favorite lore in the game. It's super creative. Yeah, I like that lore a lot too. The sun drained of color, which happened with the eclipse. When did chat enter its teenage rebellious phase? You know what? Spud, you spearheaded this era. Oh my god, I need to release an Eras album. Anyway, Colt says clever. I give multiple fucks. I don't know what that is in regards to. Want to know what I've been thinking lately about drained of color? Everything drained of color is white, which is actually every color. I thought black was every color and white was no color at all. Drained of color is also similar to saying tarnished. It is, Spud. But I think you've got that backwards, Scott. I think black is every color and white is no color at all. Someone fact check me. Now I've gone Joe Rogan. I'm like the most Taylor Swift Joe Rogan ever. Okay, when we come down here, look at that. The golden crust goes away, but the tree is still there. That's still the Erdtree. See, this is what I wanted to see. So, wow. The golden crust really is literally like a golden crust. I wonder if it tastes good. It looks like it tastes good. Nom. Wow. It literally looks like encrusted sap, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Oh, I see. Okay. No, I mean, you guys are all saying the same thing. And the odds of all of you being wrong and me being right, well, it's very high. I think in this case, I think you guys are right. You like your sandwiches without crust? Black man. Okay. Well, that doesn't help, so whatever. But anyway, so let's look at the tree. So, oh, what's this? Does the tree really stop? Why? Why is it like that? Is it because we can't have a perspective from over here? Maybe. Oh, that's hideous. But you know what? Thank you, Miyazaki, for doing that, because if the whole tree was there, it'd probably be really difficult to load. And this helps me kind of understand that going further down really doesn't help either. But I do think it's interesting that the water... Okay, so the water is still there. Fascinating. I really want to have a close look at the waterfall as well. Whenever we go to... Where's Melania's tower? Is that... No, that's not Melania's tower. Where's Melania's tower? It should be, like, over here. There's some fuckery going on. Where's Melania's tower? It's just not there. Anyway, so the golden crust. Here, I'm gonna kind of do this. I know it's a weird perspective, but I go up faster than any other direction. I've already said this. So that's supposed to be placeholder for the tree. Wonder what's in there? Do you also wonder what's in there, everyone? Probably nothing. Yeah. Okay. So staying kind of in the area where we're meant to be when we're gazing upon the Erdtree is paramount for things to make sense at all when you're looking. I didn't realize that a lot of these gold leaves are sources of light themselves before, but I see it very clearly now. It's funny that it looks like evening down here, but up there it definitely looks like daytime. We're going up. Oh, there's more Erdtree placeholder. Wow, it's really just like hodgepodgey up here. But we would never see that from down there, so they're just like, yeah, whatever. Looks like shit. That's fine, they'll never tell. They'll never be able to tell. So there is some real tree up here. And we are going to come to those little elvish little markings that... Oh! This is what I'm talking about, by the way. This right here, this membrane that I'm moving through, this is here all the time, whether the tree is on fire or not. And look at the shape of it. It's circular. Or semicircular, or whatever. Colt, shut up. I know you're going to say something. Oh, Emperor Mist is here. Hello, Emperor Mist. But anyway, yeah, and look, it's still going. It's still going and going. And I kind of think that that might be the sun. That might be it. It's trapped inside the Erdtree. Or rather, the Erdtree, like, absorbed it into its what do you call this? Canopy. Because when the tree's not burning and you look, like you can still see it over the top of me. There is this weird sphere and you can see its borders right now. Do you see that? All around the tree? There's a weird sphere of golden color. We're gonna go up and up and up and up and up and look down. But I think this is where we start to see the elvish markings somewhere. Maybe not, maybe I've already gone above it. But do you see that halo of golden light? It's giving sun. And there's a circle of it all around the tree. You can see it all the way over there. And all the way around this way. I think this, I really do. I think it supports. Oh, I know, cult. I know. I never do. Oh, but look, the horizon. It's a small world after all. 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 It's a small, small world. Okay, I'm trying to go up and up and up and up and up. Where does the skybox end? This is really impressive. There's leaves all the way up here. This is making me dizzy and afraid. How much higher can I go? This is giving Neverending Story, by the way. I should start screaming, Falcor! Where are you? And look down. See, look at it. It's a perfect circle. And the sun is gone from the sky and the sky has turned white. You guys. Hello. Don't you think that I'm correct? Just tell me I'm correct so I can get over myself. Especially you, Scott. Being like, this is just the evidence I needed. Thanks, Kate. And then like, fuck off. The leaves and embers, just for the spherical volume that's attached to your camera. It's not there. How dare you? Hard to say that this golden light in the canopy is if it's visual. It is hard to say because it could just be the way that the... Thank you, Spud. Thank you, Spud. It could just be that this is the way that we're supposed to be viewing, you know, seeing the canopy look full. But even from down here, now that I've looked up there, I can still see that like circular thing up there. It's up there. You're so right about whatever. Okay, now we're going a little too far. I hope we don't have to fight a person. Am I on a light roll? Incredible! When I've got all this stuff, that's nice. Okay, good. There's no assassin. Because she would kick my ass, I have no doubt about it. It's so pretty out here. Look how beautiful it all is. Ooh. Very interesting looking. I want these to be readable so badly. And I know they're just copy paste, like this tablet and that tablet are the same. The one to the far left and the far right, they're just, you know, one is upside down. But I really wish I could read them. Really cool stuff. This place is so cool. It's so well designed. It makes you want to know everything. Read the description of the glass shard. It's one of my favorite things. It's relevant. Oh, it's probably here. Somebody else was telling me about the glass shard. Was it the Mimic King? I think it was probably the Mimic King. I don't know if I have a glass shard. What does it look like? Where do I find it? I haven't got one. Okay, never mind, I have. Because it sparkles in the light, it might be mistaken for an object of value when seen from afar. It cannot produce light by itself. Essentially worthless. The Erdtree can't produce light by itself. Essentially worthless. Is that what we're trying to say? There is a room in Elphael that is blocked by roots. Golden light shines out of it. I figure the developers would open that room and there'd be a way to access the DLC, but I guess not. Oh no, yeah. That room actually is just empty. There's nothing inside of it. I went there. That was actually one of the first things I did when I got this thing, even though Scum told me about it. He was like, yeah, there's nothing in there. I have to see it for myself. What's that? I wonder if this is one of the Melonhead trumpet players. But anyway, interesting stuff, you guys. Look at this, so intricate. Also, do you see what looks like a fence? Just there, interlinking upward. And it's all underneath the Golden Order Elden Ring. Which does make you think, like, who made this? Who carved this? It had to have been in the time of the Eternals, like at the beginning of Marika's reign. But at the beginning of Marika's reign, the Elden Ring didn't look like this, so this was carved later, this part here. Or was it? It's so confusing. And it does make you think, like, are there inconsistencies between, you know, when things happen and all of that? Like, did Miyazaki make mistakes? Eh? Look at his dead toes. A dead man's toes and a dead man's toes, a dead man's toes, a dead man's toes. The shadow thing is interesting. Dork never realized. Okay, so Spud looks really excited about something. So I'm guessing maybe the sun drained of color might have happened when the sun was eclipsed, and we're at the point in time when the tree was first energized. Because yeah, and that's why the tree didn't last very long. Like, its age of abundance, because the tree absorbed the sun, but is not itself the sun. So it could not sustain what the sun provided. Miyazaki and mistakes don't belong in the same sentence, Mike. That's kind of what I'm thinking too. But I do wonder about this. Because when was this carved? And look how it pierces the bottom of that root system. When did they do all that? And what does this up here mean? And what is this line? It's symbolic of something. Is it time? And that's giving chaos, if you ask me. And what is that? Is that a finger? Are these people's bodies? Yeah, I think this through line is like symbolic of time, because it's present everywhere. Time shifted, and then came the Golden Order. Time persists, and then was destroyed. Time was stopped. So the dragon stopped time by literally stopping time. Marika couldn't stop time, so instead she made everyone eternal. All the death they thought they were feeding to the Erdtree's roots actually went to the Shadow Tree, making it stronger instead. Moons absorb, that's why moon spells absorb any and all spells, both sorceries and incantations. So if the eclipse drained the sun of color, power, then why would that be siphoned to the Erdtree? Maybe the Erdtree eclipsed the sun. Maybe that was the eclipse that happened. It wasn't the moon. And that would explain also why the dragons decided to attack Lanedale. Because why would the dragons attack Lanedale? Except for that they are from the Sun Realm, and the sun was attacked by the Erdtree. Oh wow, they went through the effort of putting weird cobwebs on the eyes. Gross. And this might have... So what's fascinating about the way this dragon died is this dragon died, but really like froze in place as stone. And I mean, this dragon was in the middle of moving. Look at its position. It was... you know, in the midst of moving, it was, and it froze in place, wings and all. Every muscle, every fiber just froze. Almost like it was exposed to the eclipse. And it had been knocked down, which is why we see this, looking this way. So it was knocked down. Look at that club tail. Incredible, you guys. So it was knocked down and then frozen in place. And look at this. There's Erdtree leaves under the water. And grass. And there's that infamous door, by the way. Yeah, we've got to change our position because nothing's loaded. I don't think dragons are stone and gold. I think dragons used to be 100% gold. And I think the eclipse drained them of their color and turned them to stone. And the reason why I think that is because if you look here, the ancient dragon Lord Sita said to lie beyond time, this stone lightly twists time, allowing the creation of a weapon capable of slaying a god. It says smithing stone made by polishing a golden gravel stone. a scale of the ancient dragon lord. So it's a golden gravel stone. And if you read the other one, which I haven't got because I use it, then you would see that it's just the same thing that's just being drained of color. And it's like this white stone, which is the same thing that all the dragons are. White stones. Okay, so where do I need to go to get a really good perspective of what I'm trying to... I think maybe here, actually. Elden Lord. They are specifically from him, but if you look at Fortisax, she's still a golden dragon. She's 100% golden. The black color over the top of her gold is like soot or death or something. It's like, it's something you can wash off of it. She's a golden dragon. She was not exposed to the eclipse. Please. Okay, fine. Shut up. Don't make fun of me. I'll prove what I'm saying to you. I will prove it. You bastards. Hold on. Ah. I'm gonna beat up these guys. Yay! I'm so strong. Why is it the capital of Ash? How weird. It wasn't the capital of Ash just a second ago. What the fuck is going on? Yeah. It's doing a weird thing. Last Ashes of War eclipsed. Lol, Spud. Get his ass, Spud. Get him. Oh, this is giving Elfile, isn't it? This right here. Hmm. Lanedale Ash Encounter. This is not what I want. I guess we have to explore this whole area. Because I think it's very telling that... So look at the difference between the districts. This is higher up. Its rooftops are covered in gold. You know, the buildings are nice, maintained even after cataclysmic disasters. This part of the city is noticeably much nicer and better maintained than this part of the city, where we see rooftops not of gold but of terracotta or clay or whatever. And not only that, but everyone here is dead. Piles and piles and piles of dead people in the streets. Dead people everywhere. And then if you look here, just beyond this wall is the chasm where once, I believe, this is where that other lost eternal city comes from. It was locked away, obviously, behind this door. And where does this door lead to from here? Oh, it's this door. So once upon a time, this rich golden people district led directly to the scientists' district, or the district of the people who were worshipping the stars. And we can see that this area would also have been covered in ash if it wasn't below ground, which means possibly this happened after the dragon, after the war with the dragons. Do you see? Maybe, possibly. I wish that we could see something more than just nothingness right there. Even if it was just water, I wish we could see. Because there's so much story. That's why. But we're not supposed to be doing any of this that I'm doing. Miyazaki would not approve. Look! Where did it go? Did you see that? There was a there was a house or a building or something. Wonder what, there it is. It disappears when you draw nearer. Yeah. And I guess that's probably just part of this. But, Anyway, let's have a let's explore a bit from where we can actually do this stuff. Oh, he doesn't like me. And it's not very nice. Can I drop down from here? I think I can. There we go. Oh. We might have made a miscalculation. This is exactly the same door as Ordina Liturgical Town. It could have been plague. I mean, look at the floor right here. Look at that. But I kind of don't think it was plague. What happened here? Uh-oh. Go to sleep. Oh no. Fine, I guess they have to die. Well, they stay asleep for a long time. I wonder if it's because of the other sword. Oh no, he woke up. Alright. I missed. I don't like being covered in icky. Where did he come from? I just cleaned myself off. Okay. Can we have a look up here? Is this just the lift that brings you up to the rich people district? I think it is. I want you to have a look at something when we go up here. And tell me if you think I'm wrong. So when we get up here, what does this look like to you? There's a desk, there's a book, there's like books all over the place. This literally looks like kind of like a customs, an area where you process people coming to and from a particular place in the city. So this is literally where somebody sat and they were like, yes, peasants are coming up the lift. And as someone came up, there was a guard standing here and they were like, hide your money. There's poor people with your broke ass. I think that's what was happening here. Okay, Spud says, you're already wrong. Me? Hi, Sergey. I should have posted that image in Discord where I made like 490 bars of soap at once after I thought I was running out. You know what? That reminds me, I should probably make some more soap if I can. Okay. Guess I need more melted mushroom. I think it was more like sending them down rather than ever coming up. Do you think? But it does look like that though, doesn't it? Like a place where you process people. And like, what are you going down to the depths for? What are you going down there for? Okay, and you know, blah blah blah, where's your permit? And then they let them up or down. But hey, look at that. Where's my bloody monocular? There. Very Nox. Very shaman. Oh look. It's that. That says something important. I know it does. That says something important. But we'll never be able to read it. Oh, Ghostwriter, that's cool. Definitely deserves it. Omen or Plague Stricken. Oh, and you know what? That actually makes a wee bit of sense. Just a little bit, Cult. I'm not going to give you tons of credit because I don't want to, but it actually does make a little bit of credit. I mean, a little bit of sense, because when you come down here, this is really over the top. Like a big lift and all this extra just to go down just this little bit, and instantly the tiles are ruined. So the infrastructure is not being kept up, and blah blah blah. They were probably transporting some kind of good to and fro through these boxes and vases and all of that. But I mean, look at the state of it. Look at the state of it. And that's like cobwebs over the death. So once whatever started happening here started happening, it was just over. It was Jova for these people. It was like... It was Jova. And do you know what I think it was? I think they were locked down here. I think they got trapped down here and left to just die. How terrible. What a terrible outcome. Is there another one that's gonna pop up and sneak up on me? Actually, we don't do that. We do this. I love trying to put this story together. Don't you guys love this? I love just walking through the city trying to figure out like what the fuck was happening here. I still think it's too easy to get back up for it to be a legit quarantine. That's possible. I mean, I don't know if I subscribe to the idea that it was a quarantine because of an illness, but I definitely do think there was like status quarantine. Like these people were down here and they were not allowed up. I just don't think they were. Frankly, it feels kind of obvious to me that they were not allowed up, and that like this area here, I do agree though, if there was like a disaster or something and they were all like blah, I would imagine you would see bodies piled here, but what we do see here is blood, tons of blood all over the stairs, and then just dead people everywhere. But I still think this is a processing port. I hate it here. Who needs stories anyway? Listen, Spud. You're on the highway to hell at the moment. You are cruising for a cruising. I don't know, it's just so interesting to me. I'm gonna have to fight a giant tree turd, aren't I? One of those tree poops. I don't want to. I don't think I've ever found that before. Look at the windows shuttered the way that they are. Alright, I think I've dilly-dallied around here enough. Oh no, these people were murdered, look. They were slaughtered. They were slaughtered and left here to rot. And I don't see horns on any of them. So they were slaughtered. And then someone just forgot about them. How awful. Okay, time for some gameplay, I guess. it's gonna burst out the ground. It's interesting that the version of gold that is using looks like shadow gold. How did I'm really bad at dodging next to the attack there. Well, he was a bleeder, wasn't he? Gross, I was covered in tree turd spit. Shut up, Spud. Omen killers were sent to kill them. Albinaurics were also killed by omen killers, so no horns is slightly irrelevant. They were undesirables. Yes, but why? Why were they undesirables, Cold? Why were they? Is it possible that Morgott had them killed because he was like jelly? He was jelly. Oh. It does lead right into the sewers. So, I mean, it does make sense that, what you were saying, Colt. And Blackman also, like, both of you making sense in different ways. It's like less a quarantine and more like a status. It's more like a prejudice. this way. Oh, there's a big hand. No, you don't run away, you fight it! No! Yeah, I don't want to go into the sewers. I don't want to do it. There's too much scariness. Oh, but look. Why are there nascent butterflies here? Nicola trying to tell us something? Oh! What the fuck? Where did all these things come from? And how do I get out of here? Oh. Did I get up here, like, through unusual means? Did I? Yeah, I guess I did, because I jumped down. But you can get there from that lift. Earthsteel dagger. Ooh, I never knew that was here. Now I know where you can get 2 of them in one playthrough. Well, I got the sense of Plague District due to there being the walking, I don't know what that means, which suggests Death Blight. Why wouldn't they send the people like D to cleanse that? Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know, so much doesn't make so much does not make sense. I don't want that knight to come get me. I know that he wants to. Do you hear someone crying? I thought I heard someone crying. I hear it again. It's him. It's this Albinauric. Speaking of Albinaurics, and the way that they are indiscriminately slaughtered. I think so. I noticed something in a dungeon that I hadn't seen anywhere else, and it made me think that there is a distinct possibility that the Albinaurics were being questioned about something. And yes, it could always be like the location of the Halig tree, because that's like a thing that the Albinaurics know that, you know, not a lot of other people know. Why do I need to get my life together? How rude, Spud. Banned for life. So what I'm talking about is this dungeon just here. Oh, look, a dog! Oh, it's my little Lily. And another one of my little lilies. Isn't there a third one? I thought there was a third one somewhere. Anyway, we're gonna do this dungeon because... Oh, the Albinauric, yeah, just sitting there crying. Seriously, gosh. Don't act like the libs. We're progressives, okay? We get to laugh at the libs who cried when Kamala lost. They just screamed and cried as the libs. Progressives, we got angry. And we got busy. That's what we did, busy playing video games. Anyway. It's a joke. Libs were on your side for the most part. You know, not really all the time, but whatever. Anyway. That's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. I don't like how dark it gets when I open the chests. So when we come down here, there's all of this, but there's also the there's no sign or rhyme or reason for there to be like just Albinaurics in numbers in this cave, like just hanged. So I was thinking about like why would there be a Black Knife assassin kind of standing sentinel over a bunch of hanged Albinaurics? And the only thing I can think is they were either trying to extract information or keep something hidden, or maybe it was like a racist torture fest or something like that. But it doesn't make sense to me because the Black Knife assassins do know where Ordina Liturgical Town is. And if you know where Ordina Liturgical Town is, and there's a Black Knife assassin that's protecting the path, the secret path, it doesn't make sense to me that they would be looking for Miquella. So instead, maybe that they're trying to keep Miquella hidden. But why kill a bunch of Albinaurics? That bit doesn't make sense to me. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about in a minute. I'm on the way to over. Who knew I had so much dragon wound rot grease? Don't even know what to use that for. Okay, so there's two paths. There's the path that way and the path this way. And I think the path this way leads me to that necromancer. So I guess what we could do is we could look through my inventory at the items that we've just recently got and see if it, like, I don't know, tells a story that is relevant to. Robe crafted with the black feathers of a bird of prey, worn by the assassins of Ravenmount. A ritual implement for transforming into a death bird, if only by imitation. Strengthens jump attacks. We are birds of prey, bringers of death. Okay, so they were like death bird worshippers, and they were down here. And we also got that ugly hood somewhere. This ritual implement relentlessly digs into the wearer's face, preserving one's human instincts while dressed in imitation of the death knights. Oh. Hung Albinaurics are used as summoning bells for banished night spirits in Castle Sol. Hanged is the proper word, by the way. You are incorrect, Colt. No! No, don't team up on me! Oh. It's fine, we're fine, everything's fine. Okay, so that was the wizard. He was the easy one. This one, you can use a sentry's torch to see her for the whole fight. Which is very cool. But I don't have one. So we're gonna go in and do it hard mode and summon our fucking mimic deer. No, she's after me. Oh, can she see her? Oh, she was following the footfalls. How cool is that? Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. And notice, like, their feet really do just disappear. They really just go invisible. But why were they being hanged here like this? It's very sad. And look at their manner of dress, like how opulent that collar is. So back before their clothing was so solid and disgusting, these were actually rather fancy garbs that they were wearing. Also, my free cam was changed by the monocular, I think. So yeah, was it the Black Knife Assassin that did this? And why was there a Black Knife Assassin here? What's going on in this cave, guys? What happened here? And they do look a wee bit like nobles. I would have to say I agree. Hold on, I have to check my email. I ordered a piccolo. I know none of you care about this. I ordered a piccolo and I have to sign for it, and there are times when they come and I don't hear them because I've got my headset on and stuff, and I just want to make sure that they're not going to spring up on me. And I'm so excited for my piccolo. I'm so excited. I play flute. Okay, anyway, I also really wish that rolling in the water like this would clean off the blood. But I guess I have to use more soap. I'm gonna have to farm melted mushrooms. So anyway, there's definitely some weirdness about this cave. There's some shit happening. And I feel like I need to understand the Albinaurics fading out of visibility. Like I need to understand that. And I wonder if this is part of like, I wonder if understanding that fundamental thing is how the Nox and the Black Knife Assassins, like the Newman, came up with the invisible technology. Like, how did they... No, like a piccolo flute. Maybe the Black Knife was using the Albinauric bodies as mediums to regain its ability to cloak itself. That's exactly what I was thinking, Black Man. Like there's something going on with the feet. There's definitely like something. There's some fuckery afoot. And it makes me think. Alright, what else do we want to really have a look at? Is there another area like this? No, the closest thing to this, in my opinion, where we're seeing this kind of thing happening is the Albinauric village, the Volcano Manor, and then, Castle Sol. fuckery afoot. What else do we really want to have a look at? Maybe just a divine tower. Just look at the divine tower itself. Just have a fly around a divine tower. I might go after this just so I can make my food and stuff, and then go back to the dog that I'm dog sitting, so that she's not alone for too long. So looking down at a divine tower is exactly like looking at one of these when it comes to the pattern. I also want to see, like, is the asset just a rock? Kind of, yeah. Part of a rock. Okay. So these columns here, this is giving Rao ruins to me. Is it giving Rao to you? What do you guys think? Oh, what cave was that? That was the, was that one cave? I'll tell you, when I'm done having a look here. Cult. Yeah, it's giving Rao. Especially with, like, the pillar, the top of the pillars. This is giving Rao big time. Oh, it's a kitty cat! I knew it! Kitty cats are the gods. Like, the one great is the kitty cat. Cat. I'm a kitty cat. And I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance. This is the first creature that's, like, very recognizable on these divine towers that I've seen. Nothing else seems like super recognizable as a shape or being or anything like that. But that's a cat. That's a pussy cat. Cat. I'm a kitty cat. And I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance. And there's a bunch of them all along here. What is this? Cat. Meow. That could be a wolf face or a bear face too. But I'm going with cat because the proportion of the ears and stuff. And because I like cats more. Oh. That's all stuff we've seen before. I'm also interested to see inside the towers, so at some point Maybe now, actually, we'll go inside the tower as well. Hi, baby Kadira. Hi, baby Kadira. What are you doing? Why are you crying? Why are you doing that? Mummy's right here, my love. I'm right here. I'm gonna sit to replenish my heal pots and all of that. And while this is happening, we'll let the lift leave us. Because I wanna This is really cool looking. What the fuck? Is this not really cool? Oh my gosh. What's that symbol on top? Hey, it's another example of the circle in the middle, which looks like a sun. It looks like a star. Which makes sense with the falling stars. And then the little ones all to the side. But none of these other... Nothing else makes any sense to me. Okay, so this stone here, is this the stone that was splashed up? Yes, it is. So this is the stone that got splashed up, and if you look at it, there's gold and silver dust like all over it. And then this bit here just looks like ash. Oh wow, from here, like, look at the, look at the sequence of shapes. The, like, sacred geometry that, these patterns give off. That is so cool. That's incredible. I wonder what this black stuff is. It's giving putrescence. Don't you think? But also these white... It's almost like stars. Shadow and light. Oh my god, it is a shadow and light. Like the shadow sword and the sword of light. And then this is saying something that's important to this culture. Wow, okay. Let's have a look here first. Yeah, the sacred geometry is really, really cool. Cult. Cat. I'm a kitty cat. And I dance, and I dance, Look, it's... See that little white fragment there? That just is, and there's another one? It's giving to me like the same thing that the Nox use for their night skies, right? Well, it's also giving sword of shadow and light. We need to go have a look at that too. I'm going to show you something that I've said before, and you know, I've talked about it before, but I don't think people understand, like, that's a big deal, and it's trying to tell us something, and I just can't piece together myself what it is that it's trying to tell us. Oh, this shape is different this time. Oh wow, it really keeps going down. Impressive. Very interesting. So the thing that I wanted to show you is, I wonder if there's one nearby. Yeah, we do see it in Renola's cutscene. But we also see it come out of the sword of... Is it called the Sword of Darkness? I need to go get the Sword of Darkness. Who wants to play with me? Who wants to log in and play with me? But you know what? I probably don't have time. Next time, we're going to talk about the Sword of Light and Darkness, as well as the stone sword monuments, because these stone sword monuments are related to the stone sheath sword, because before you take the stone sheath sword out of the sheath, it is one of these. It is exactly one of these. It's no different at all. It's exactly the same shape, exactly the same material, exactly the same color. The hilt, the pommel, the crossguard, everything is the same. It is 100% the same. And then the other thing that's really fascinating that I want you to think about is, while all of that is the same, the hilt, like the hilt, crossguard, everything about this sword is also the same. Which says to me, like, maybe the origins of these people really is just the people that fell from the meteors, the people that rose up when the meteors fell. It's so confusing to try to put all of this together. The amber spheres are kind of similar to her egg, but that's a stretch. These towers house dead two fingers, which we must bring great runes to in order, yes, the benediction, in order to imbue them with power. It's called benediction for some reason in this game. They are inert and useless otherwise. They're tied directly to the Elden Ring. What do you usually play? What do I usually play, Sergey? What do you mean, game-wise or character-wise? Agreed, but the Elden Ring, excluding Dust and Death, was whole before Marika broke it. I don't know about the Alabaster Sword. No, it's 100%. Don't disagree with me, you're wrong. Okay, I just got a call from, quote, the United States. I'm literally in the United States. All my other calls are coming from, like, cities and places and stuff, and this one's just from the United States. Don't trust it. But anyway, don't know about the Alabaster Sword, but the Stone Sword, yes, which I never noticed. Maybe America. Okay, 100% the Alabaster Sword. The thing that's different about the Alabaster Sword is the sword itself. But what I want for you to consider before you continue down the path of naysaying is look at the material that the blade of the sword is crafted out of. And look at the material that the blade of the Clayman's harpoon is made of. The Clayman's harpoon, it says, with a tip made from a sharpened meteorite shard, wielded by the Claymen who infest dynastic remains. The blade emits a faint light and deals magic damage. So, when the meteor fell to Earth, it struck against rocks, and when it did that, these meteor men came alive, and they started using weapons like this spear, like this sword, the Alabaster Sword, and the Onyx Lord. And the Onyx Lords are stricken through with gold. The Alabaster Lords are stricken through with silver. And the hilt of their blade is crafted. Take a really good close look at it. Look at the hilt. You see those two bowls on it? That's giving the wielder like a really good idea of like where they're supposed to place their hands for like optimal use. And just have a really close look at it. Look at the shape, look at the crossguard, look at the hilt. I firmly believe the same people crafted both of those two swords. This sword and that sword, they're not identical, but they are close enough that you can draw a surmisation and say that they were crafted by the same people or the same technique. It's a similar design, similar enough to make you think that it would be like the same people, right? You can give me that much, right? Those two are related, but I don't think the alabaster sword looks the same as no, I agree, but they are related. But definitely the sword sheathed. The stone sheathed sword is the same as these, though, like 100%. Well, off with your heads. There's definitely some kind of there's definitely something to it. Also, the tree looks so much prettier like this when it's strobing. And it's both gold and red. I don't know, it just looks so pretty. Anyway, next time we are going to deep dive with these swords and the alabaster men and the clay men and the putrescence and the mimic tears and all of that, and that all of these things are related in some manner or other. But what time do I usually play? Oh, when do I usually play? I usually play at night, like USA times, but I stream in the mornings, so like when you normally see my streams. So for USA it's mornings, but anyway, that's what I do. And the reason why I do that is so that I can be consistent with my audience, that I can reach out to other people who aren't like most people who are like in the lore community. They're streaming and they're doing stuff all like in the evening times. So I purposefully have stuck to doing things in the morning because it works out for my work schedule, and because you know, I have like a group of people who consistently watch me at this time, and it's also like a different group of people than the same group of people that is active in the evenings in the US time. And that's kind of what I'm going for. I want to reach out to community who are active at different times so that we have a different pocket of lore enthusiasts who are getting their ideas across and bringing some more to the community. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Black man, I'm so sorry. But you're on PlayStation anyway, aren't you? Because I'm on PC. Are you on PC? Yeah, I thought you were. Alright guys, I will see whomever shows up tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. I'm probably not going to stream at like the same time tomorrow because my Piccolo is projected to arrive tomorrow. So it's probably going to be later in the evening tomorrow. But tomorrow is a special day, and it's just because my Piccolo is coming in and I have to be like available and I don't want to miss it. So anyway, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. For those of you who are here when I'm here, have a lovely day. Bye until then. Bye everybody.